Welcome to In the Know with Reverend Paula Behrens, where we talk about various topics that will help you to live your best life in Christ. I'm so happy to have you here for this live call today. My name is Paula Behrens, and I am honored to be your guide as we explore the wonders of the aromas of plants and their unique ability to help us in, getting better sleep and reducing stress. Now, I'm not only an ordained elder and pastor in the United Methodist Church, but I'm also an aroma freedom practitioner in training. And I'm excited to share with you the things God set in place to make life just a little bit easier for us. Today, we will be focusing on the incredible benefits of essential oils. These oils offer a variety of benefits from reducing stress and promoting restful sleep to boosting our overall sense of joy and well-being. Our time together will be filled with practical tips for incorporating essential oils into your daily life. Now, if you just happened across this class on the replay and want to receive notices of future classes, I invite you to visit my website at paulabehrens.com/cozyhome, no spaces. Now, let's get this show on the road. We'll begin with a few simple tips to reduce everyday stress and improve sleep quality, and then we will hear from a very special guest, Kalona Giuliano, who will be joining us to share her expertise on a couple of amazing collections of oils called Freedom Sleep and Freedom Release. I can't wait for you to learn more about these incredible collections and how they can help you release negative emotions and overcome sadness and optimize your sleep habits. So grab your favorite beverage and a pen and paper to write down your list of what sounds good to you, and get ready to be amazed by the power of essential oils. Let's dive in. Okay, let's talk about sleep. Sleep is not just a luxury, but an essential component of a healthy lifestyle. During sleep, your body is busy repairing and rejuvenating itself so that you can feel refreshed and alert the next day. The science behind the importance of getting enough sleep is quite fascinating. Studies have shown that sleep plays a crucial role in many bodily functions, including brain function, hormone regulation, and immune system health. Research shows that sleep is essential for consolidating memories and retaining information that we have learned during the day. Moreover, a lack of sleep can significantly impact our mood, leading to irritability, anxiety, and depression. Lack of sleep can also have a negative effect on physical health, increasing the risks of obesity and diabetes and heart disease and things like that. Getting adequate sleep is not just important for our physical and mental well-being, but it's also an essential element of a productive and fulfilling life. It's recommended that adults aim for at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night to get the full benefits of quality rest. When we prioritize our sleep, we are investing in our health and overall well-being. What are some of the negative effects that a lack of sleep can have on your outlook for the day? Now that you have an idea of what to expect from this session, let's jump into the class. I can hardly wait to share my knowledge and insights, as well as the wisdom of Kalona. By the end of this class, you'll have practical tips to help you reduce stress, enhance your sleep quality, and live a happier, healthier life. Okay, so who's excited about today's class? Today, we're going to talk about how you can unwind, sleep better, and conquer sadness. If you found yourself in the vicious occasional stress, low sleep cycle, then you have come to the right place. Let's get started by taking a look at some statistics. 40% of Americans get less than the recommended amount of sleep. 8 out of 10 Americans say they are frequently or sometimes stressed in their daily lives. Only 4% of people say that they never felt stressed. Must be nice. Now, while I can't claim to know all the secrets, I do have some tips, tricks, and oils that can help you stay more calm, relaxed, and grounded during your daily grind that in turn will also support better sleep habits at night, allowing you to feel rested and happy in the morning. Okay, so how many hours of sleep do you need each night to feel well rested? How you start your mornings has a huge impact on the remainder of your day. It can even be a very good indication of how you will end your day. If you wake up with your mind already racing, frantically rushing around and trying to get things done for yourself and everyone else with your nerves on edge, you are setting yourself up for a day that will be much the same. Gary Young developed something he called the Great Day Protocol. It uses 4 specific oils to support your emotions, promote feelings of harmony and joy, and guard against negative energies that disturb your thoughts and send your emotions into a tailspin. You can also use these oils to combat occasional sadness. Let's take a closer look at what each of these oils can do. Use all 4 early in the morning, following the application instructions given to have a great day. Okay, first oil is Valor. This is a blend. This oil promotes a feeling of courage and self-esteem and helps to balance the body's energies. Use this oil each morning on your wrist and cup over your nose and inhale as you set your intentions for the day, visualizing what you want to accomplish and seeing yourself completing it. Then there's Harmony. This blend helps to create a positive attitude, reduces stress, and repels feelings of discord and chaos. Apply this oil over your solar plexus, the area just below your sternum and above your belly button, while setting specific intentions to harmonize with those around you. Then there's Joy. This blend is calming and has an uplifting aroma that is used to bring joy to the heart and mind. Place a couple drops in your hand, inhale through your nose, and then rub it over your heart. Then there's White Angelica. This blend creates deeper feelings of security and protection by offsetting the negative energies that work to bring you down and invade your personal space. This oil will be your shield as you navigate your day, striving to stay stress-free, balanced, and relaxed. Place a drop in your hands, rub your palms together, breathe in deeply, then rub your hands over the crown of your head on the top and down your neck and shoulders and the midsection all the way down to your toes, as if you are putting up an imaginary shield. You're now ready to tackle anything the day throws at you. Okay, so do you have a morning routine that sets you up for success? Despite your best efforts, you may still have days where you find yourself slipping into the abyss of negative reactions, occasional anxious moments, and stress-filled interactions with others by midday. Have no fear, though. Stress Away Roll-On is here. This is the perfect oil to have on hand for those moments that sneak up on you and create chaos. One swipe on the wrist or back of the neck, and 30 seconds to stop what you're doing and breathe in the sweet scent of lavender, lime, and vanilla will have you relaxing on the beach with your feet in the sand. When you snap back to reality, you will find yourself feeling calmer, more relaxed, and ready to tackle the rest of your day with ease. When you breathe in the scent of a pure essential oil, it has a direct effect on your emotions. Our sense of smell is the only one of the 5 senses directly connected to the emotional center of our brain. This gives us the power to retrain our brains, focus our thoughts on the positive, and release the negative emotions that have been stored there that hold us back from reaching our full potential. Stress Away is not the only oil, though. Here are some others to try. Peace and Calming, one of my favorites. A great oil, not only for you, but also to help your kiddos work through and lessen their feelings of occasional stress and being overwhelmed. Bergamot is used to elevate your mood. It's found in other amazing blends like acceptance, believe, gratitude, and harmony. Vetiver is grounding and calming, and it helps to overcome stress from past emotional trauma. Lavender is relaxing and balancing, and it helps to improve concentration. Use these oils as needed throughout the day by diffusing in the office or in the home or wherever you are, or putting a drop in your hands or breathing in from the bottle or adding it to your favorite piece of diffuser jewelry. Okay, so what is your favorite go-to oil for bringing some calm and relaxation into your day? Are you brand new? Well, from the oils I mentioned, which would you like to try first? Finally, after a tiring day of work, you can leave the hustle and bustle behind and head to that peaceful corner of your home. As you ease into your favorite chair, a sense of calm washes over you, and you can finally have some time to yourself. With no disturbances, you can unwind and de stress after a hectic day. But then, but then, you let your mind wander back to everything you didn't get accomplished that day, and you continue to stress over that argument or phone call that didn't go the way you wanted it to. And already you find yourself being anxious about everything you have to do tomorrow. If that's you, it's pretty safe to say you aren't going to find much peaceful rest waiting for you on the other side of those eyelids. But what if your downtime went something like this instead? You sit down on the couch and you let out a big sigh and you celebrate everything that you crossed off your to-do list today. You feel at peace with every way you handled every situation you faced because you were able to stay calm and relaxed. You find yourself looking forward to tomorrow with anticipation of all the blessings that await you. Sound too good to be true? Doesn't have to be. If you get into a routine of using your calming oils throughout the day and set your intentions and your mindset to focus on the positive, you will set yourself up for one of the best night's sleep you have had in a long time. Here are a couple of tips to help you chill out during your evening downtime. First, turn off the phone. Sip on some hot tea. Add even more benefit with a drop of lemon vitality. Take a relaxing bath with a cup of Epsom salts and 10 drops of lavender. If you're a shower person, drip a few drops of lavender on the tile in your shower outside of the stream of water. Aromatherapy, you get your diffuser going with some of the calming oils. Light stretches are good too. Nothing over the top, just some light stretches or poses to help ease the tension in your tired muscles and add in some frankincense and panaway to your feet for a more relaxing feel. Okay, so do you have any routines in place that help you wind down after a long day? If you have followed all the tips and used all the oils we have talked about, you should be calm, relaxed, and ready to sail right into dreamland. But maybe you're not. It can be difficult for some to completely turn their minds off and get into a state of full relaxation. And if that's you, we have something for you as well. I'll get to the oils in a minute, but first I want to share with you all about Sleep Essence. This supplement is your bad dreams' worst nightmare. This one little capsule combines four powerful essential oils known for their sleep enhancing properties, along with naturally occurring melatonin to help you enjoy a restful night's sleep. Just take one soft gel capsule about 30 to 60 minutes before heading off to bed, and you'll be sawing logs in no time. Okay, back to some oils. Rutavella and Tranquil. These are two roll-on blends that will also help to calm the mind and body, ease the tension of the day, and usher in a peaceful night's sleep. Rutavella is a blend of lavender, valerian, and ruta. Tranquil is a blend of lavender, cedarwood, and Roman chamomile. Speaking of Roman chamomile, this oil deserves to be singled out and talked about all on its own. I'm sure you've heard it, or maybe you've even tried chamomile tea before, right? What effect did it have on you? If it made you feel calm and relaxed, well, imagine that times 100. Roman chamomile has the power to calm the crankiest babies, relax the most restless adults, minimize the biggest feelings of fear and worry, stabilize the most out of whack emotions, and foster the ability to relax your most negative emotions. This one is worth stocking up on. Another nighttime favorite is Dreamcatcher. This blend may help you or your kids to sleep more soundly. It can protect you from negative dreams that tend to steal your vision. I love to put 5 drops of lavender and 3 drops of Dreamcatcher in my diffuser at night. Let my diffuser run all night long, and I get a really good night's sleep. Once you oil up, if you find you're still having a hard time relaxing your mind and your thoughts are still racing, here are a couple of other things you can try. Journaling. Okay, so you aren't going to document your life story here at 1 a.m., but getting your thoughts on paper helps you get them out of your head. Keep a journal on your nightstand and put the brakes on those racing thoughts by jotting them down. Another thing you can do is if you have Alexa, you can go ahead and put everything you have to do tomorrow on your to-do list. Just say, Alexa, add this to my to-do list, or that to my to-do list, or this other thing to my to-do list. And she'll just write them all down and have them ready for you in the morning. Okay, so let's talk about gratitude. Instead of laying in bed, think of all the things that could go wrong. Force yourself to focus on all the things that have gone right. Need some help? Apply your gratitude oil to your wrist and inhale. Or get up. I know this sounds counterintuitive, right? Why would you get up if you were trying to go to sleep? Well, if you find yourself tossing and turning and becoming more and more restless, getting up and finding a simple, mundane task to accomplish, like applying an essential oil or even grabbing an adult coloring book, can be just the thing to calm your mind and enough to be ready for sleep again. For those who really need to kick their sleep pattern into a higher gear, this bundle is your ticket. The Freedom Sleep and Freedom Release collections are the bee's knees for helping you relax and calm your thoughts, improving relaxation for your body and mind, allowing you to release negative emotions and creating a more positive outlook on life, allowing you to reach your full potential. Yeah, it's that good. Freedom Sleep comes with 4 oil blends: Freedom, Aroma Sleep, Inner Harmony, and Valor. I did this for a month, and it was just amazing the way that it got my sleep schedule back on track. And now I am thrilled to introduce my friend Kelowna, who is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to the Freedom collections of essential oils. So get ready to learn from the best. Take it away, Kelowna.
So let's talk about the Freedom Sleep and Freedom Release collections. So I would love to hear if you have tried those collections or any of the oils in them, or if you are someone that might want to explore using oils for sleep or for emotions. Just taking a deep breath of some Valor, and I know some people will come back and watch later. So if you are watching the replay, I would love this to be interactive, so you can just do like hashtag replay and share in the comments as much as you want about anything, because we all learn from each other, right? We have this group, so we have a community of people that can share our knowledge and experiences, because sometimes it's hard to know exactly what to do to take care of yourself. And sometimes it's not easy to know exactly how to use these oils or what they're for, just in general. So the Freedom Sleep and Freedom Release collections are super powerful, and I'm going to go through some testimonials and some information that maybe you haven't heard before. Talk about why they're so important, and if you've tried them or if you have any feedback, let me know, let us know in the comments. But also, they come separately now. So you used to get these together like in a bundle, and you only could get them together. Now you can buy them separately, which is kind of cool, because for some people it's an investment. But I'm going to tell you why it is an amazing investment. And I hope that you feel encouraged and empowered to go out and try these if you haven't already, because so I'm going to share a little bit about who these oils are for. Like, why would you want to use the Freedom Sleep and Freedom Release collections? So anyone who has racing thoughts, anyone who feels anxious, anyone who wakes up in the middle of the night and can't go back to sleep because they are thinking about past fears, past traumas, feeling anxious, feeling nervous, anyone who really has been through anything difficult in their life and suffers the effects of that. And what I want to say about that is sometimes we've been through trauma that we are aware of. Oftentimes, traumatic things that happen to us throughout our life are stuffed away in our subconscious, and we don't even know that they've happened to us until maybe we have a trigger or something that shows us what we need to work on. So even if you don't think that you've had any trauma in your life, I mean, being born was traumatic. However you came into this world, going from like a warm womb into the air, however that happened for you, there are lots of things that our bodies can hold on to, and we just have this cellular memory. So we hang on to things, and we know from Gary Young and all of his education and studies with essential oils that oils are something that can help us break through and release emotions and traumas and things we hold on to. So another group of people that can benefit from these are kids. So children who struggle to connect with others, children that struggle with different sensory and behavior things, anyone who's suffering from grief and loss or emotional blocks. And really all of us who have been alive in the last 3 years, there's been a lot going on in the world, and everyone has processed what's been happening differently, but it's been traumatic. Everyone's nervous systems are a lot jarred right now maybe, and we're still feeling the effects of what's been happening. So I feel like this is a perfect time to use the Freedom Sleep and Freedom Release collections, even if you don't feel like you need help shutting off your brain at night, or you don't have trouble falling back asleep or going to sleep. But sleep is something that is really a worldwide problem. And I'm actually reading a book on sleep right now. And that was the catalyst for me starting to use the Freedom Sleep oils again. Is I set a goal for myself that I was going to get more sleep, because I tend to stay up late and get up early, and I just get in this vicious cycle, and it throws off my cortisol, and it's just not good for anyone to not get enough sleep. And so I started to make sleep a priority by reading this book. And in the book, oh my gosh, it talks about all these different studies about how sleep deprived we are, and how most car accidents and all of these things happen as a result of people just being low on sleep, or because they're taking things, they're taking medications that are supposed to help them sleep, but sometimes they have adverse effects, and people literally are sleepwalking and driving in the middle of the night and all of this stuff as a result of taking Ambien or whatever they're taking. So it's a huge problem. Like, we are a sleep deprived culture, and sleep is a huge part of being healthy, regulating our hormones, our metabolism. Like, so many things can be tied back to sleep. So can't say enough about sleep. And then emotional traumas and different things that have happened to us. So who's familiar with the Feelings collection? So if you're watching live, you can raise your hand or tap a heart or be like, oh yeah, I've used the Feelings collection. Or if you're hashtag replay, and share if you've used the Feelings collection. So the Feelings collection, I'm not going to talk about all those oils today, but if you're familiar with that, those oils, present time and inner child, and the oils that come in that collection, they are wonderful, and you may be familiar with those, and you may have used those. You may have had a great experience with that collection and the protocol that comes along with it. This is, I would say, like the next level up of emotional support and sleep. Because most of the time, if you've been through something traumatic, or you have something that's really bothering you, you're not able to sleep. So first we work on the sleep, and then we work on the trauma. And I have this really old booklet that came with the first Freedom Sleep and Freedom Release collection that I got in, I think, 2014. So, and then it was out of stock forever, and it came back in like 2019. And I just feel like it's under talked about and underused. And my experience more recently using the Freedom Sleep collection, I've been using it for, I think, about 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks. And my husband's doing it with me. We use it every morning and every night. I'll talk about the protocol in a minute. But what I've noticed so far is just super deep sleep, like way easier for me to fall asleep. If I wake up in the middle of the night, I go right back to sleep, instead of like my thoughts, keeping me up or just feeling totally awake. So I've already 2 weeks in just noticed incredibly deep sleep. And prior to that, I was kind of trying to use all the things that normally help me, like Rutavala and Tranquil and Peace and Calming. They were helping, but this just feels like, next level. So I am just thrilled with how well I am sleeping, and I am trying to get to bed earlier, and that really helps. But when I was trying to go to bed earlier, I wasn't able to fall asleep. I was just laying there for 2 hours because I wasn't used to going to bed that early. I've been using these every night, And I am just out like a light in minutes, which is the best feeling if you're someone who struggles to fall asleep. And I'm not making any claims that these oils are, the solution to everything, but they have been helpful for me, and this is why they were created. So in this old booklet, which unfortunately is not going to come anymore with the collection, that's why we have these groups, and that's why we hang out, and that's why we connect, because we have information that can help each other, but sometimes it's not available anymore for whatever reason. It's not super non-compliant, but I imagine it crosses the line. So maybe you're not shouting on social media like, hey, you're gonna cure your anxiety with this collection or something, but I'm gonna read what's in here because I think it's really important that everyone know this information, because it's gonna inspire you, and that's gonna be able to help not only you, but your family, your friends, and more people be empowered to like take charge of their emotions and sleep with these oils after knowing this. So when this came out, it says revitalizing health through emotional release via the new Freedom Release Essential Oil System. So they're kind of talking about it as a system. We're talking about it as a bundle or a collection, but it is a system. How can we shed the emotions of fear, anxiety, and turmoil in order to achieve our goals, dreams, and unlock our unlimited potential? For the first time, Gary D. Young developed specially formulated essential oils designed in a unique system to help individuals deal with the life-limiting burdens of negative emotions and traumas. Gary has a deep appreciation of how emotional traumas can seriously jeopardize physical and mental well-being. So if you don't know about the founder of Young Living, Gary Young, I'm going to tell you a little bit about his story right now. After a crippling logging accident, being confined to a wheelchair, attempting suicide 3 times, and being abandoned by his family, Gary fully understands physical and emotional pain. As an expert in essential oils with over 30 years of research, he understands their amazing health-supporting properties. In addition, the emotional responses of essential oils are being studied throughout the world, including by universities, among dozens of scientific studies to support their profound benefits for improving mood and emotions. And if you want more information about the science of essential oils, go to PubMed or Google Scholar, and you can search specific ailments, you can search specific essential oils, and you will find all kinds of incredible studies to support things that you didn't even know maybe. And for skeptical friends and family out there that need science, I would definitely send them to those links so you can show them what's possible and so we can see what's possible. So Gary witnessed firsthand how those suffering deep emotional issues can experience life-changing emotional releases using essential oils such as lavender, harmony, rutavala, and inner child. Based on his findings, he formulated powerful aromatic mixtures designed to take emotional revitalization to the next level. So this is like the step up. These are like the Mac Daddy, whatever you want to call them. And not that you couldn't start out with these, but if you've tried other things, this is going to be more powerful. So the protocol is really simple. So Freedom Sleep, you use for 30 days. So you use the Freedom Sleep collection for 30 days, and it's 4 different oils. So it's Freedom, and Freedom, you start by putting it on the soles of your feet. And the places that you put the oils are a recommendation, and what you will get is you'll get like a little card like this that takes you through the protocol, so you can keep it next to the oils by your bed and do it every morning and every night. So that's really helpful. But it also kind of has a little disclaimer that you don't have to put them exactly where they're telling you to. You can change up the location. For example, I have really sensitive skin on my wrists, and I don't always use carrier when I need to. So if I start to get a little itchy or feeling sensitive, I'll put the oil on my feet. So you can use them kind of however you want, but this is the suggested protocol. So 1 to 3 drops of Freedom goes on the soles of your feet, and this is every morning and every night for 30 days straight. And then the next step is Aroma Sleep. And what's cool about these kits is Aroma Sleep, what? Like, you've never heard of this maybe, because it doesn't come as a single oil. It only comes in this collection. And this is my favorite of these 4 that you use in the Freedom Sleep. It's like, it has lavender and Roman chamomile. It's just very relaxing, but you put this one on the back of your neck. And it just, I don't know, I mean, it's amazing. So I take, you take deep breaths from your hands and then put it on the back of your neck. And then the next step is to use Valor, which is my favorite essential oil blend of all time because it's so calming. You put Valor actually over your heart. And so, right before bed, I just kind of like, I wear like a t-shirt to bed, but I go like this and I just let like a couple drops of Valor drop on my chest. You rub that in. And then the fourth step for Freedom Sleep is Inner Harmony. And this is another unique blend that you don't see anywhere else. And this is 1 to 3 drops on your wrists. Or like I said, sometimes I opt to put it on the soles of my feet if my skin's feeling sensitive. So that's the protocol. And you just do the same thing every morning and every night. And I have been feeling really good and sleeping really well. So I'm excited to see what happens as I do the next 2 weeks and then move into the next 30 days. So what you do after that is you use the Freedom Release Collection, and it's 5 oils. And again, you start with Freedom and you put it on the soles of the feet. Then Joy goes over the heart. And Transformation, you apply on your wrists. So you've heard of Transformation, you've heard of Joy, but Divine Release. I will definitely say that this is, I have to open this. I haven't opened one by my bed because sometimes I just use this like in the diffuser. I absolutely love Divine Release. So if you've tried Divine Release, comment below, or if you have any stories or anything to share. But Divine Release is like heavenly. And so this one goes on your temples or right on your crown chakra, like on the top of your head. And then the last step is another unique oil called TR Care. Does anybody know what TR stands for or have a guess? It's for trauma. So trauma release. I believe it's trauma release. So this is for trauma, and this goes on the edge of your ears. And if you look up Vitaflex points, there's emotional points all along the outside of your ears. So you don't have to have them all memorized, but just know that by putting oils on your ears, you are working not only on your physical body, but also on your emotions. So those are the 5 oils that are in the second 30 days. So it's like a 30-day protocol. So it's kind of long, but super powerful. The last time that I used this was in 2019, and I wanted to share that when I was doing the Freedom Release, so the second 30 days, I was having like crazy nightmares, like really vivid, really crazy dreams. Like I can't even describe how intense it was, but it was like, where is this coming from? I mean, the oils were, something was happening, and I was like journaling and writing about what was happening. And at that time, my husband and I were like butting heads about, we couldn't figure out a place to live. We wanted to buy a home. We were in a position to buy a house. We had been renting our whole lives. We're like ready to buy a house, and we couldn't decide on the location. And we were just really like struggling and upset and angry about it. And I was having this experience with all of these vivid dreams. And then we like found the house that we're in now, and it was such an amazing experience. It felt like whatever was being stirred up had something to do with us finding our house. So be prepared for not only things to get kind of shaken up, but then for something amazing to happen. And I feel like that's how it is with anything, right? Sometimes it takes some hard work to work through, whether it's emotions or trauma or whatever it is, but then when you get to the other side of it, not only do you feel better, you have this breakthrough, amazing things happen in your life, and then you can go on to help and teach other people. So what's cool about this super old booklet here also is that, I don't know, maybe this is pretty non-compliant, but it says that Freedom and Aroma Sleep, these 2 blends, can also be taken in a capsule. They're not vitality oils, whatever, but that's listed here under alternate uses in this old booklet, 2 to 4 drops in a capsule and taken with a late afternoon meal. So that's what I love about this information is like, maybe that's a way that would really help you or be more supportive for you is taking them internally. So in this booklet, it says that this system will provide unmatched support to help with dealing with grief and loss, alleviating stress, releasing negative emotions, managing feelings of discord, coping with emotional blockages, and pushing through insecurity and fear. So like Gary, we've all experienced emotional pain, suffering, accidents, loss of loved ones, abandonment, hardship, and, rejection or ridicule or, pain. So I feel like this is for everyone, and I want everyone to try it. And I also have some really cool testimonials of people who have used this collection. So I shared a little bit about my, past and current testimonial, I guess, of like my experience, but I want you to hear these too, because it just helps to hear other people's stories, right? I mean, raise your hand if you like hearing other people's stories about how they use oils and what they've done for them. Again, I'm not saying that this is gonna exact same thing's gonna happen for you, but this is how we help ourselves and others, by hearing stories. So I'm gonna share some stories with you from other people, and they're anonymous, and these people gave permission, for these stories to be shared, but they are anonymous. So obsessed with both. L, I don't know who L is, but sold me on Young Living because of freedom. And oh, I loved it. I snagged a kit and used it when I needed serious, intentional resetting of my sleep habits. So that's one. The next one says, 2 major things happened for a 4-year-old within the first month of using these. I would buy them again, no question. She started sleeping in her room by herself. She had not done that ever. This actually happened 2 nights in a row when we first used the Freedom Sleep Kit. We consistently used it for 30 days, and at the end of that, she started pooping on the toilet, which she hadn't wanted to do. It was all fear. We did the release kit for the next 30 days and have seen continued success. Fewer meltdowns. These are life-changing for us as parents. So cool, right? I wouldn't think to use this with kids, but why not? The next one says, I use these 2 kits at night at the height of my PTSD. After fleeing an abusive marriage with my 2 kids, my mind was a mess. I couldn't think, I couldn't sleep. Counseling seemed like I was getting nowhere, and I couldn't get out of the cycle of dooming thoughts. I used the kits and followed the protocol. It was huge for me. I started getting a breakthrough that we were safe, and God had it. It helped me sleep and cleared my thinking enough to catch myself getting triggered. It helped me ground and calm myself tremendously. I know this works. Awesome. The next one says, my mom swears by it for night terrors. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with night terrors, but I had a kid who had night terrors, and they basically, you wake up in the middle of the night, and in my experience with my kid, you are not even, it's almost like they're possessed. They're screaming out of control, but they're not really awake. And they are panicking, like in a cold sweat, freaking out, but they're like not there. And for us, actually, what worked was Dreamcatcher. And it also stopped my daughter from sleepwalking. So night terrors and sleepwalking was like a life-changing thing. But if you know anyone that has night terrors, it is horrible and terrifying. And so I was like, wow, cool, help someone with night terrors. Okay, the next one says, from the wife of someone in the military with PTSD. His mind slows down and he sleeps better. Next, my husband has combat-related PTSD. Do we see a theme here? Anxiety, sleep issues, night terrors, flashbacks. Can't do crowds, the whole 9. After watching a video Jim Bob did, if you guys know Jim Bob Haggerton, he's an amazing Young Living essential oil and product educator and chiropractor. After a video Jim Bob did with a soldier named Jason, I figured if it helped this veteran, it may help mine, and man did it ever. After being drugged up by the VA for almost a decade with no real progress, within the first month, he was sleeping through the night again. He is able to come to some family functions, and every day he seems a little less tense. Huge thank you to Jim Bob and Jason for that video. Without them, I would have never thought to try these. That's pretty cool. The next one says, OMG, these oils changed our life. Okay, I say that about every product in YL, but it's true, 100%. Life has been hard for Z for a very long time. Well, both of us. When I started this set, I bought 2 getting close to the end, but still have a ton of freedom. Things changed. I had been desperately searching for the right combo. I had been using everything under the sun. Z has PTSD from school, plus a zillion other diagnoses. He was acting out, screaming, so mad, hurting himself, and usually me. Freedom alone was a game changer, but when I added these, he went from sleeping in my bed to his own bed. He is almost 15, and he has never slept alone, ever. Since we've had these kits, he sleeps alone almost every night, and only once has he climbed into bed with me. He's not so aggressive, not so angry, and talks to me before he gets escalated. So sweet. Okay, the next one says, oh my goodness, night and day. Sorry, I'm trying to read this. I follow the protocol when I use them, occasionally using one by itself, but I don't do the 30-day anymore. I use it day by day as I need it. I've been able to notice when encountering I need to work through or let go of something emotionally, and I release it much more quickly. I dilute the sleep set because I'm currently pregnant. My dreams are already cray-cray enough, but I love how it helps me continue to rest and release. So thankful for this kit. So I hope those were helpful.
Thank you, Kelowna. That was super helpful, and we just cannot wait to see what other exciting things you'll bring to the table for us in the future. We appreciate you. Thanks for being here. If you are someone that suffers from occasional stress, sadness, or low sleep, I hope that you found this information valuable. Don't feel like you need to run out, order all the oils, and do all the things. If you already have one of the oils we talked about today, use it. Or just pick one or two of the tips I shared and start implementing them. Or if you're all in, grab one of the Freedom collections of oils that Kelowna shared with us today. The experience with oils varies from person to person. It may work instantly for you, or it may take a little time. Your body may need to clear out some things before it's ready. So be consistent, yet open to experimenting with other oils to find your magic combo. Thank you for taking the time to learn about how essential oils can help you unwind, get better sleep, and overcome sadness. It's my hope that you have found this information helpful and insightful.